Here you go.
Hello. Hello, everybody. It's day 84. I don't know if the audio is working.
It's working.
Yeah? Okay, cool. All the monitoring that I usually hear, you know, whatever. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be working. Either way, it's day 84. Yeah, like I'm not hearing that. That is super cool that I'm not hearing that. Cool, 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 cool. I didn't hear any of those. Awesome. Can you guys hear them on the stream at least? Hopefully you guys got what it's... Wow. Okay, a few things. Not the alerts. Not hearing the alerts. Okay, so I think that might actually end up being a Streamlabs thing because everything else should be working. I don't know why. Either way, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, right, guys? Right. Right?
We're doing it live.
Oh, God. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Welcome to...
I'm a pigeon.
I heard that. Cool. All right. Where was I? Here, let's start. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to start over. All right, guys. Welcome to day 84. It's going to be an interesting one. Weather sucks. So we're going to do what we can. We'll let Carbon talk about that just here in a second. So Minnesota coming in with the resub 13 months in a row. Dude, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being the absolute legend that you always are and have been since day one that you showed up. Viper Strike coming in with the host. As always, dude, good to see you. Hope your flights are going well and your streams are going well. The Wolf, resub, 4 months. Thank you so much. Again. Just a beautiful legend. And as we were coming in, Tubbs the Fat. I hear that. Coming in with a follow right as we're loading in here. And again, I forgot to turn this on, so let's see if it works. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew! Wow, 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 wow. Tubbs, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. It is very good to have you here. And if you do want to come fly with us, if you're not flying with us, you are more than welcome to come fly with us. All right, Carbon, what are we doing today, sir?
Hey, guys. Well, we're flying through various fjords on the west coast of Norway, finishing outside of Alisund. I think let's see here, Vigra Airport is how it's labeled. Anyway, not a big surprise with the weather today because this is kind of what they've been dealing with for the past couple weeks. We can expect low ceilings initially, but further in as we go, we may have ceilings pick up a bit. So you may want to see if you can stay low level and just skirt around any terrain. Most of this we can get through without going up and over, although there are a couple of sections where I've got it mapped going over terrain. So just watch out for that, and if you can find a path around that, then go for it. We'll just add on a few miles to do that. I put in some approach plates for all of the places that had approach plates in the Journey Discord channel. So if you need any of them, that's where they are. Winds, I think they can. I think generally they'd be okay. Closer to the shore, they're a little bit stronger. Inland, they should be okay. Other than that, I don't know. We're just going to go for it, and if we decide as a group that we want to modify weather somehow, we can do that, or we just kind of do it the Bush League Legends way.
Oh boy. Well, we'll do our best here, folks. We'll try to get as far as we can. If we decide to change the weather manually, we can. If we decide that we don't want to do that and try to stay a little more true, then maybe we can find a spot to land and then carry on the next time through. Gonna say it now, we are not going to fly on Thursday for a number of reasons. Update day, who knows what's going to happen. A lot of people may not even get home in time to do the update before flying. I may not even get home in time. I forgot that it's my 1-year anniversary on Wednesday, and I'm actually going to be gone, not home until later Thursday. So getting ahead of it now, we'll mention it a couple more times throughout the stream, but definitely not flying on Thursday. Hopefully everything goes well with the update. Everything's going to go great. Nothing but positive vibes. Guys, I don't know. Should we do this? Should we just like...
We'll pitter patter. Let's get out.
We should go. Let's give it a try.
We'll pitter patter, let's get at her. We'll pitter patter, let's
totally be careful of my flight plan, because it'll run you into a mountain if you're not careful. Just saying.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. We'll pitter patter, let's get at her. We'll pitter patter, let's get at her.
Sorry, I don't know why. Smooth transition there, OBS. And Tubbs apparently is flying with us. He's in a PC-6. Tubbs, what is your name in the sim? I did not... Oh, there goes something in front. Oh, there's... Look at that. Tubbs is right in front of me.
Oof.
Oh, boy. What are we going to here altitude-wise there, Carbonzo?
On the current flight plan, you probably want 2,000 feet, but I think that's going to take us up too high. So you may want to just hit the deck and go along the water.
That sounds terrible. Hutch, how's your loading it? Why is that not working? In-game to carbon. Tools. Transition table. Any to in-game. What?
What's going on?
I don't know. Okay, that works to me. Wait for it. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know. I don't know why. I should really pay attention to what's happening in my sim.
I'm going to go down to 500 ASL and see how the viz is going to be here.
Where is this taking me? Nav.
Is it taking you on that long, like, stretch off of the departure end?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if it makes the left turn here. We may end up getting a punch tonight for a short amount of time. It's all going to depend on baby naps. Le bébé. Oh, Hutch loaded into the sim. He may be flying. I'm not sure, but he had to go pick up his kid. Said he'd be back in 20.
Cool.
That was 6 minutes ago. Yeah, there is no viz at 2,500 feet, so it looks like 500 it is.
It looks like there's some breakout here. Doesn't last long, though. Hoping we get like a little sucker hole to go through.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to see tonight. Nice looking shot there, though.
If we go on track, there's a bit of a hill in front of us. If you go to the right, it'll would be kind of there's a bridge and just sea level water.
Bridge? Did you say bridge?
Oh, there's gonna be. I'm sure there's gonna be a bridge. There's gonna be lots of bridges
Oh,
tonight.
snap. So what's everybody most excited for the update? For reals, for reals.
My hours of extra work.
But for real, like some of the features they're talking about coming are pretty cool. Whether they're going to work or not is beside the fact. What are you most excited for?
To be totally honest, I haven't looked at anything other than what we've talked about on stream. I have no clue.
Kev really wants to get his rocket going.
Yes.
Yes, the rocket. Yes. The heli looks pretty nice, yeah. Are you talking about the Velo City? What's it called? I know it's Velocity, but...
That's one of the new ones coming in the sim, isn't it? I forgot about that.
Yes, it is. It's one of the 5 aircrafts. What you talking about, Willis? I didn't hear the alert. You guys aren't hearing it. It is a stream alert, a Streamlabs issue. I do apologize. Hopefully, maybe I'll do a refresh. I don't know, and it'll work. But thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you checking in. I am about to crash into the side of this hill. So off to the right we go. But thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. It is a group flight, but because you followed, welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. It's good to have you. Please, if you've got the sim, please come and fly with us. We love you. We don't know you, but we love you. I don't know why. I don't know why. What's up, Maximus? Good to see you. The electricity plane? Am I going too far to the right? I am. I think I've lost you guys. There's Tubbs. There's Kaiser. Yeah. I was going too far to the right. That's okay. I'll just keep going. I'm going to go around this little thing in front of me here.
See what we can do.
Maximus, yeah, the weather's going to be interesting all night. We're going to try and go as far as we can. Hopefully it'll clear up. This is live weather, Willis. So it's not ideal. We've been trying. I really don't know if we've adjusted the weather once at all through this journey.
I can't remember.
Either can I. We may have when it was like super, super dark, possibly. But for the most part, we've been flying live weather this whole time. Soup is one way to put it, yeah. Quick question, when you set flight plan and do a touch and go, does the pink line on the GPS go away for you? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I mean, the only thing I can think of... No, because if you're doing the touch and go, you should be at the destination. So Maximus, I have had it happen before, but it's not a regular thing. It shouldn't happen. Ooh, I may have got a little close to the ground there. Yeah, like, honestly, I think it happened to me last flight on Thursday. Thursday? What day is it today? Monday? Yeah, Thursday. But for whatever reason, when I put it back on autopilot, it kept me on track. It's the wind. Well, the good thing is there's a 10-knot crosswind.
Might want to keep left or right of this island too when you get up to it. I think Kev is close to it.
I should be paying attention a little bit more. Girlfriend calling, be right back. I'll join back. No worries, Tubbs. I mean, you do you. Life is important and all that fun stuff. I can't see.
All right.
Does anybody have any viz at all?
Oh, it's starting to open up just a touch up by this island here. I don't know how long it's going to last, though.
Awesome.
$1,500 is good, Kev says. Oh, maybe I'll go up. Sounds good.
I'm going to go on the climb as well. I'll try it.
Oof. I don't know, Kev.
Ito. Gorilla saying there's might be some pockets. Trust him. Famous last words.
Trust me.
What happened? Well, Kev said trust him. And then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of in and out.
Oh gosh, 15 was not high enough for this section. I just about crashed. Oh boy.
Were you over top of the island when that happened?
Yeah, sure was. Sure was.
500.
It's
Oh
gonna
man,
get out over
yeah,
there.
we've got a little bit of land we got to climb up over top of. This is going to be nasty.
Thicket following Kev so when he disappears, pull up. Love it. I love it. How's everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything fun, exciting, crazy? Nuts, even?
Somebody hurt their finger. Who was that?
Icy mittens.
Oh, Icy did.
Yeah, some garden shears got him. Electric garden shears, I think you said?
Jeez.
Yeah, right?
Trying to get out of the lawn work, eh?
Hun, I can't cut the bushes. I hurt my finger. Just pick Icy. Did you try and cut your finger off so you get out of chores? Better put some ice on those mittens. Ha! Nice. Oh wait, where is it?
Ba-doom.
Running a custom config on your Milviz PC6, it works properly now. Well, that's good. I'm looking at the, what's the Logitech one? Oh, God, no. X56? The Otis? Is that what it is? X56?
Oh, it used to be... Was it SciTech before or something?
Probably, yeah. I feel like I want to get a stick.
Yeah.
And if I do, I don't know, like, do I keep the alpha? I think I keep the alpha, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what she said.
X52, is that what I'm thinking? X52? Haha, carbon. That's what she said.
All right, this weather is miserable.
It's not great. Can't see. I can't see. Water.
Oh, man.
The blue and silver one. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm thinking of the X56 then. Which is the black one. Throttle and stick. I think it's like $359 for the pair total.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cheap.
I think they're a fairly good mid-range set, though.
Yeah.
I think they're getting into many hundreds if you go with some of the higher-end ones.
Well, and I don't think I want that. It's not mid-range, it's intro. Yeah, I think, I guess if you're talking about having it come with the throttle as well as the stick, that might be a little smaller. I don't know. I kind of want something off my desk. I want to have a stick. I want to be able to move it around, like if I want to play with it on the left or the right or each center, I guess, as well. And I don't know if you guys remember Kev's photos from a few weeks back where he's got those drop mounts. I really want a couple of those as well. But I do have my Bravo undermounted, so I don't really need the throttle portion, you know? Yes, Wheels, I'm talking about playing with my stick between my legs. I get it, I get it. Move it around, left, right. I hear it. I hear it. But it's before 9, so the context should strictly be in regards to flight controls. You know? Come on. Get your head out of the gutter.
That's what she said.
All right, I'm going down to 500 feet again. There's this first bridge coming up. It's now a requirement to fly underneath of it.
Yep. Oh, that would have been bad. Set my altitude to 0. Whoops.
I'm not sure the height of this bridge. Hopefully you'll be able to see it before you get to it.
You guys are out in front. Oh God, I'm losing people behind land. That's not a good sign.
You want to cut out to the right a little bit?
Yeah, following you.
Big hill. I don't know. What do you guys think about the weather?
It's terrible.
Are we going to start breaking our rules, or are we going to keep going with it?
I don't know.
500.
I mean, there is decent viz at like 300 to 500 feet.
The problem is a lot of these airports are up.
A little higher.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
Yeah. And we got some terrain to cross too.
Did you go for the bridge, Carbon?
Yeah, I'm just taking the left turn now.
Okay. I lost you. I'm down at 70 feet. It's nice and clear down here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't see a bridge.
Yeah, it's right in front of me. I can see it down in front of me.
There it is. Yeah, you're right. Just about 200 feet. Now I can see it.
Oh.
Whee! Here we go. Woo!
Oh, you.
Full up.
Whoa. That got a little breezy.
Start making that sharp turn without hitting a mountain.
Oh, little break going back the other way.
I find that so bizarre when you fly under or near the bridge, how it actually seems to affect the wind.
Yep.
Like you gotta buff it. Very strange.
Love it. Okay. Okay. Let's go altitude. Let's set it to, what, 300 feet? Let's put it in heading mode.
Whew. Even at 200 feet, the viz is nothing.
I don't know, mine's not too bad. Although, you can kind of see, like, the pockets of it, though.
Yeah. It's so dark. Oh, you got way better viz than I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these little pockets aren't too bad.
Oh. Stay here for a couple minutes.
There we go. And what am I at? 190. God, I might just stay here. There we go. Punch says, baby's first bath, depending how it goes, hoping to jump in for a bit. So we'll see. We may see Punch tonight, guys. Which is exciting. He's a good fellow, that guy.
So guys, here's a question for you. So there's another bridge up ahead, but after that it's got us cutting over this ridge, and the ridge is quite high. So do we forget the bridge and go up the river to the left a little bit?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then try to get to Bumoen, I guess it is.
If we... So at waypoint 4, you're saying hang a left instead of going right to waypoint 5?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm good with whatever.
well, if we go to waypoint 6, there is another little river there if you take a left, but then you'd have to cut back right over land. I'm assuming that's pretty tall land. And of course, I'm going by a little map.
I'm thinking it's... thinking you got to be up like 2,500 feet maybe to cross that.
Kev saying bridge.
Bridge? All right. Bridge it is then.
Here we go. So Finargle says keep going.
Cool.
Chunky says part of the purpose was to actually see the world. So there's 1-1. Oh, I should pay attention to where I'm heading.
There must be waterfalls everywhere around here. You'll see as you pass certain cliff faces and stuff that there's like rivers down the side, which is obviously waterfalls. They're everywhere.
See, I mean, that'd be nice to see. Sort of. Gorilla, you got a 2K ceiling? Well, that's promising.
Nice.
I'd like a 2K ceiling. Hoo hoo hoo. Tubbs is back. Missed it.
Well, let's hope that the ceilings improve it for at least for a good chunk of light. That would be nice.
That would be ideal. Oh. Just checking on bedtime. Damn it, my flaps are down. Whose flaps are down? Not mine.
Nargle's.
Nargle.
I was doing it on his behalf.
Come on, Nargle.
Gorilla said he just made the turn. It looks like black in front of him. Oh, good stuff.
Cool.
That'd be the giant wall ahead of you.
Cool. This is quite unsettling.
Oh, fuel switch if anybody needs it.
Boodly-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo.
This is so sketchy.
Yep. It sure is.
Well, how do you like Norway so far?
It's cloudy. Gorilla, don't tell us that. You were our hero.
Just lie to us. We like it that way.
So 0 viz isn't enough. We have to fly under bridges just for treats? Yep.
Yes.
100%.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, viz at 200 is no bueno.
Ooh, yeah, that is dark. Holy cow.
I don't want to make the turn. Oh, God, it's getting so much worse.
It is bad.
Has anybody climbed to 10,000 to see if it's clear up there? Should I climb to 10,000 after the bridge? I'll do it. I'll do it.
Not.
I'll do
Well,
it.
how far do we gotta go?
I don't know.
13.
That left turn is directly into the mountain at waypoint 6. You're
Yep.
gonna want to take it off autopilot here, folks. Carbon Spark, you're at 3,000 for waypoint 6, and Viz is just fantastic, right? I actually have decent Viz right now. Well, I shouldn't say decent. It's some Viz. You're clear at 3,000? Okay. So 10 might be clear.
Oh, good. All I gotta do is get under this bridge. The rest is easy.
I just got clear. I just hit that pocket. Probably what Gorilla was talking about a few minutes ago. Oh, 3,000 to clear waypoint 6. No, I meant can you see?
Oh, this is bad.
Carmen, look at my Viz. Look at the stream.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
Well, hopefully I get that in a couple seconds.
Oh, you're going to need it now. You can't see anything.
Nope. Let's see, go
God,
down.
mine's perfect.
I'm hoping 100 feet will do it.
Oh, God, watch out for the cruise ships on the bridge. What?
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Yo, that's a terrible spot to park that cruise ship, man.
Well, here we go. Whee! All right, let's go. 3,000.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Just be 1 sec. Okay. I think we're good. What altitude you at now?
At 14, climbing. But I've been kind of taking the long way around.
Oh, are ya?
Yeah, well, I wanted to climb a bit before I head back over.
Smart idea.
But of course, now that I'm heading back, still don't feel like I have enough height.
500.
And it is not climbing. Oh, God, because I put it at 25. Climb! Climb! Climb, you son of a bee. Why aren't you climbing? Climb. Climb. There it goes. You're not climbing high enough. Okay. Autopilot off.
Nothing could go wrong. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
What happened?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
500.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is close.
Played that a little risky.
Where are we at currently?
We're just about to get to ENBM. Did you want to flight plan
Sweet.
for it?
Yeah, I'm already at the world map, so I can get it pretty quick.
Okay. Just be a couple seconds.
ENBM. Oh, it's not that far. Okay.
And flight plans up.
Gorilla, I was going to do a TNG. An unplanned TNG. I think they call that an accidental bounce.
Might have
Did
to.
you just hit a mount?
I got close. I got close.
I don't know how everybody's planning to go in, if you're going to go in 09 or 27. 09 is probably the easiest, but it's going to be a tailwind. And I wouldn't touch and go, because that's going to be a tragic move.
Challenge accepted. Why would 27 be tough?
Well, if you look at the terrain, if you land 27, you can get out off 09 no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the terrain is quite close to the threshold.
Ah, I see. Challenge accepted. I'm in the NX. I'm fine.
It'll be fine.
Going in
The way you
27.
turn up, so far.
There should be a road that you can follow here that'll take you right into it.
Yeah, it looks like Wheels and J-Dog are down there. And yeah,
Oh,
you're
really?
right there too.
Visibility, amazing.
Right?
So good.
Forgot I muted myself.
Oh.
I'm back.
More things more fun flying in the dark.
Get a time of day check, please. Or
It doesn't matter. You can't see anyway.
Like 9:50 a.m., 9:45, somewhere around there.
thank you.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Just give me an answer. Yes, a simple question. I give him a smart ass answer, and I get no thanks. Gorilla, you're there already? What's the altitude?
300-ish feet.
Oh, okay. I got a bit. to
Runway's
go.
about 30, just shy of 3,300 feet long.
350.
Here
Cool.
at the field, over.
Oh, have you got rain there?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully that'll clear up for you. We've got good viz right now.
Sideways rain, if that helps.
Or
Yeah, Roger. Doesn't look like my stream cap or my screen capture is any better than it's been. Super sorry.
Yeah, I really feel like I
Any
should take a
ideas
look.
yet?
Really feel like I should take a look.
If you want me to try anything, just let me know. I'm down for whatever.
I don't know. Try. Do you have Mozilla?
No, that doesn't mean anything.
Do you have any background? Oh God, I am choppy. Do you have any background programs running?
Might have
Look at you
a
with a
media
Christmas
server
tree
going.
behind you.
Let me kill it. Killed. What was that?
Hey, look at the Christmas tree behind you. It looks good.
Wait a second. It's still November.
I know, dude. I don't have a choice in these matters.
It's after Remembrance Day and
Choose your
Veterans
battles, right?
Yeah.
Day.
500.
There we go.
500.
Whoa, it's windy down here.
Yup.
Holy cow, 14 knot crosswind. Where did that come from? Oh, jeez.
And back up in the air. Watch out for the trees. We're good. I made it. Going to 10,000.
Whee! You might be able to stay lower level and just go up, follow the road on this one.
10,000.
Alrighty.
How far?
You're gonna freeze, just so you know.
What? What do you mean?
Popsicle.
I don't believe you.
Okay, try it.
I'm on my way.
You've been given your warning.
It is a fair warning. Warning heard. Warning ignored.
500.
I mean, it's 5 degrees down at 300. It won't be that much colder.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now, what is the procedure for falling out of the sky like a brick? I'm at 2,500. I'm already down to 2 degrees. This isn't going to go well. You may have been right about that whole freezing thing.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you
To
think?
help,
Do you
I
think
have
this
9
one has it?
Celsius here on the runway.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Hey, yep. Yep. Yeah, as we climb to 10,000 unadvised, if you could please put on your raincoats, get your flotation devices, and grab your windshield scrapers. We're gonna need it.
And kiss your butt goodbye.
Man, climbing is not going well.
They call me T-Plane.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I am at 0 degrees Celsius. I am at 4,500 feet. Sorry, I'm at negative 0 degrees Celsius. It looks to be turning possibly into snow. I do it for the gram. Isn't that what the cool kids say? Man, I am climbing at like 50 knots. -1. Uh-oh. Why isn't it warming up as I get closer to the sun? The science
far out
is
are you guys?
the science is bull.
How far out?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay. I just saw your map. You're okay. I gotcha. Looks like you're coming over the lake right now. Up the lake, whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
-2, still not breaking out. Guys,
Have you
this-
taken off from there yet?
Have I? No, it's nice and warm down here. I'm not moving until I have to.
Like everybody's gone
Oh my
past there,
God,
aren't
Oh, my bad.
yeah. Oh yeah, we are gone.
I've just been chilling. What a dummy.
Uh-oh, I'm icing up.
Did you? How long ago did you pass this?
Probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Before I started to climb to 10,000?
Roger. Oh, the wind is bad.
Hutch game capture. Let's see. What are your properties? Did I change anything? I did not. 1920 by 1080 pro and blah, 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 quality. Let's give this a change. It's not gonna make a difference.
I just realized I'm on the wrong server. Yeah, resume pops up.
Yeah, it made 0 difference. May have made it worse. Guys, I'm freezing up. Like, why didn't anyone tell me this was gonna happen?
Descend and let it thaw out before you die.
All right, fine. Are you sure it's not gonna get warmer?
Pretty sure.
All right, back down to 0.
I'm actually surprised it's still this warm in Norway. Kind of figured we'd really be fighting with freezing rain a lot, but so far so good.
What's your altitude, Carbon?
I'm at like 1,300 right now. I'm just kind of weaving my way around these hills, low level.
Do you want to know what mine is?
I can see you. You're at 9,000. Descending. I can see you. You're not behind a whole bunch of name tags. You're the only one up there.
Oh my god, what's the crosswind? Is this a 30 knot crosswind up here? 35. When I go to make this right turn, it may blow me over. Well, let's switch to Carbon, who's got visibility. Yeah, Hutch.
Zinji, we are definitely in the soup. Ice cold soup, not the good kind.
Well, I was trying to climb up over, but that did not...
No bueno?
Yeah. I was at 95 and it was not coming out of it, so...
Roger that.
Yeah, Zeta was -6, I think. -5, sorry. So I'm descending now, way slower than I thought I would. At 1,000 feet per minute.
Oh, little pause there.
Uh-oh, wasn't paying attention.
All right. Said my goodnights to the kid. Carbon, you have great viz.
Yeah, it's good down here.
Well, why did you tell me to climb?
Because I want you to do what you're not supposed to do.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Right?
We know this already.
Gosh. Garsh. Oh, Zayd, I was joking. He did not want me to climb. It actually looks great. Like, you have clear viz down there. It looks awesome.
Yeah, this is good. I'm just going to enjoy the view while I got it.
Yep.
You know what, Super? I'm going to try to share a different screen and see if that makes any difference.
Sure. Are you doing screen share or window capture?
I normally always do screen, not window. That's, at least in the past, worked better.
Right. And you're not turning on any features in video like blur or any of that other nonsense?
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay.
I'll give you my GTN 750 screen. Tell me if that's any better. Does not look like it is so far.
No, it looks just as choppy.
Bummer.
I don't
At
know.
least that one's not as hard to look at when it's choppy. I might
Maybe
leave it there
did
for a
you
minute.
did you update to Windows 11?
Yeah, and they did that recent update that was supposed to help AMD
Yeah.
CPUs, but I was hoping that was going to be the culprit, but it doesn't look like it.
I found a video. It's a Windows 11 optimization something or other. I only got about 15 minutes into it, so I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow.
Anything promising so far?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the way he does it is he's kind of doing as a fresh install from Windows 10. So the fact that I'm already done from Windows 11, or sorry, from Windows 10 to Windows 11, because he also doesn't do it as an upgrade path. He basically has you create a USB and then boot to the USB, and you kind of do everything fresh from there. He makes it look super easy, which is awesome. Like he provides all of the program, everything that you possibly need. He's got it in a zip folder. It's actually pretty incredible.
Brilliant.
It's pretty fail-safe. He provides the links to every single website that you may need, things to download. The only thing you need to provide or research is your own USB stick.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go back and do it the way he's doing it, I don't think, because
I'm not going to do what he says. But...
but after installing Windows 11, that's where I'm starting. And it's funny because he has, I won't be able to share. Am I going to fly into the edge of this? No, I should be all right, I think. Where's the folder? Sorry.
Guys are definitely more clear.
So he's got... Sorry. I'm down at 36, and it's actually quite clear here as well.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, Hutch, hopefully you'll get like a refresh on the weather and it'll get better.
No, yeah, I'm
That
sure
or-
it's perfectly fine now.
Oh, is it? Oh, good, good.
Yeah, once I got past that last lake, it was clear, which is good.
Oh, you saw
The weather warmed up a bit too. You didn't tell me about this turbulence though. Not cool.
Got tubs off my 5 o'clock.
Go heading up. Autopilot, and let's get to 15.
Yep, these fjords are pretty spectacular.
Yes, they
Fjords.
are.
Holy cow.
Fjords. What's going on, Splasher? Good to see you. Resubbed 9 months in a row, 10 total. It says, evening, everyone. Splasher, I do apologize. The alerts are not working. I don't know why. I know it would have popped up on the screen, but the audio isn't working. So thank you very much for continuing to be a legend and supporting this community and, you know, all that fun stuff. It's just good to see you, you know? It's good to see you.
What is it? What does it normally say? What a legend.
What a legend.
There we go. We can improvise.
Something like that, yeah.
How's Battlefield been so far, Super? I haven't downloaded it yet, but it's on the to-do list.
So,
Should I wait?
no. So here's the thing.
It wasn't like this huge, like, yes, get it now.
No. I'm really enjoying playing it. When you get in and play, it's fun. But there's a lot of things that are missing that just seem like, why are they missing? like a scoreboard and some of the optimization. Like it's very clearly been optimized for console, and PC was kind of an afterthought. Because you have to turn everything way down to get any sort of performance. There's some messing around with configs and so on to really maximize it, but it's
Wait, on PC you have to turn down settings?
yeah, like low. Everything's on low. Because if for whatever reason, if you try and run it on high or ultra, it does not change it visually, but it will crush your system. Even with like a 3080 Ti. Yeah. You will max out at like 60 frames maybe. And it'll fluctuate.
I mean, I come from flight sim, 60 frames sounds
yeah, but in a shooter it's terrible, and because of it, it actually ends up creating input lag. So there's almost like a delay from your movement and so on. But that being said, I'm still really enjoying it when you get it in play. There's a lot of things that are missing. There's a lot of things that should hopefully be added. Apparently, like a lot of the content creators have been informed of some of the plans they have for Hazard Zone and stuff like that, and it's going to be much, much bigger than what it is. But there are times, like the maps are so friggin' big that there are times where you're just like out in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to go, no one to shoot at, no one to fight against. So that gets a little annoying. Yeah, someone made I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true or whatever, but basically, and then Wolf repeated it in the Discord, but I'd seen it before, that it's like they built it to be a battle royale and then changed their minds at the last second.
Just because it's so big.
Yeah, the maps are absolutely massive that you could have 250, 300 players on there and it would feel normal. 128 just doesn't seem like enough.
Interesting.
Which is crazy to think of.
Right.
Because like 128 players, considering it used to be like 32 max.
But when it does work, it seemed promising at least.
I love it. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of it that feels like old school Battlefield. Portal is fantastic, going back and playing like 1942 and Battlefield 3 and stuff like that.
Have you tried to create a setup yet?
No. So I don't know if they just didn't think of it or they didn't expect the community to take full advantage, but essentially all these folks created XP farming servers instead of actual gameplay servers. So they created like bot servers where they didn't even have weapons. They had 1 HP, and you would just go in and just kill bots and just level up like 15 levels in one round. So they basically...
why?
Yeah, they basically stopped XP increases on the solo modes and any of the bot lobbies and stuff like that, just to try to figure it out. See what they're going to do. Figure it out. You figure it out.
You figured out.
But anyways, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. It's a mess, but it's also still really fun to play. And when you consider it to like Warzone, where it's just filled with cheaters and stuff, I mean, I'd rather play Battlefield right now.
I've always loved Battlefield for a lot of reasons, but one of the big one is just being in that little 4-man team with the homies.
Yep.
Rolling around, mobbing.
Yeah, like the last couple nights, me, Pigpen, Scarface, and then one of Pigpen's friends, we did a couple of conquests and breakthroughs, and we had a good time. We had our small issues here and there, but we had a good time.
Especially when you have a crew that can utilize the vehicles appropriately. I feel like that's when you have the most success, especially.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the hovercrafts
nothing worse than watching a tank get used as like a 10-second transport vehicle.
Yeah, yeah. Like the hovercrafts are extremely broken. They're crazy. You can take a hovercraft up the side of a building. They seem to be impossible to destroy. They're so fast. They slide all over the place, and they have guns on them.
Sounds amazing.
Now, that being said, they're so much fun. Yeah, Wolf, exactly. It's broken, but super fun to play. which is right in our wheelhouse.
Right. Like, yeah, we have experience with that.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do a full stop here? Let everybody regroup.
Sure.
Okay. Or is the spacing okay?
I don't know where anybody is. I haven't looked
I
around.
think I'm definitely the furthest one back. I can see you guys all though. Like, I think if
Oh, okay.
you did a touch and go, I would catch up to you at waypoint 8 if I just go direct waypoint 8 and skip the field.
Oh, you
So-
want to go to this field?
No.
This is a good field.
This
Okay.
is pretty cool. It's like on the side of a mountain hill sort of thing here.
Roger.
Yeah, we'll do.
I'm 7.5 out. Nautical miles.
Oh, that's not too bad. You're not too far back. Too far
Okay,
back.
And like full
3
throttle,
miles.
no one tail maintenance. Well, maybe I'll download it. Maybe I'll wait. I'm not sure. Kind of torn, actually.
Oh, why am I losing the VOR or the localizer?
I mean, if you've paid for it, Hutch, it's not going to hurt you by downloading it.
No, not at all.
You know, unless it's going to take up space.
I don't think I'm
500.
in danger space-wise so far.
Yeah, then it's not going to hurt you. Then at
I
least
need
if
to
you
finish
do,
my media server build. It's just sitting in my garage.
All right, field in sight.
Grill says winds are much nicer at this field. That's good.
Good.
Finargle. Ah!
What runway we like in here?
Straight in for 6.
Roger.
Yeah, that's totally the way I
Good.
went.
It's like a 3-knot tailwind.
Totally the way I went. You should just download it now, Hutch. I'll probably play after the flight here tonight.
Did it take a long time to install?
No, it's only 45 gigs. Now I have gig internet, so
Yeah. Same. It's just funny because back in the day that would have taken like overnight.
your entire system and 3 days.
Right.
Oh God, I need an external drive. I would say for sure install it on an SSD. Pigpen the other
Okay.
night didn't have his on an SSD, and he was a good 20 to 30 seconds behind us in load times.
Really?
It was actually quite crazy. I was like, I know
But you
there's a
still got
difference.
the server with you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
time them out?
Yeah, the party system actually seems to be pretty good so far. There's some weirdness to it. Like there is an in-game chat, so you have to use Discord.
Gotcha.
But partying
That's
up
great.
and stuff seems super easy. And like when you hit play, it seems to take everyone in. I think only once we had
A lot of disconnects and stuff.
someone disconnected, and that was it. Every other time, everyone's gotten in at the same time. Hutch, how far out are you?
I'm on short final.
Oh,
1 mile.
snap.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
So we'll
Alright,
take off the opposite direction then.
I'm going to take off towards
Sorry,
Hutch.
come again? What?
We're gonna go towards you.
Roger.
I'm gone, by the way.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna touch and go. If I can stop swerving.
All right, guys, let's give her.
Give her, give her, give her, give her, give her, give her, give her.
It looks like the Viz is gonna take a dive again.
Yeah, it's not super great. I really only left early because I just wanted to fly into Hutch. Ooh, wake turbulence is coming on Thursday.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I bet you that's going to work really well on day one. I'm super
The
excited.
ban airliners just constantly killing all of us. Oh man, Arma was one of those games that I wish I had enough buddies that played to go mob around in because it looked so fun. I'm
Arma,
very jealous,
yeah.
J-Dog. Very jealous.
J-Dog, if you want to come play Battlefield, man, I'm definitely going to be playing it. I will, when the new Warzone comes out, I will play that as well. Just because of the anti-cheat, and I do like the Battle Royale gameplay.
Right?
Pardon?
You've always loved Warzone a lot, though, haven't you?
I like, oh god, I did not set my fuel when we came in. Carbon, what's your fuel? I like Battle Royale. Like, I was really big into PUBG when it first came out, and played it for like 3 years, even though that game was horrendous.
I love PUBG still, sometimes.
It's
7268.
it has its niche, right?
What'd you say, Carbon? 7268?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
PUBG still has a good base of players. Like, it's hardcore, no respawns. Like, people love that.
I love it because it forces some strategy to be had, right? If you want any chance to win.
Well, you definitely can't run a gun,
Yeah.
because you will just die, and then your game's over.
And it takes forever to get in another one.
Yeah, Halo went live today, and looks pretty good. Like, it came out with a rank system and everything on day one. I'm not a Halo person, though. I won't play it.
Are you full out up there, Super? You're flying away from us.
Yeah, sure am. Your flaps down?
Hope not. Nope.
Dude, I'm trying to get to the end of the flight. I want to play Battlefield.
But think of the fjords, man.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Can't see the damn fjords.
The dark spots.
Carbon, what's your fuel? Because I came in at 50-50. Did you not do yours either?
No, I just read them back. 7260.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did not hear that. It's like dealing with children. Sorry, man. Oh, goodness. Dallas Fox looking for recommendations. Should I get the Tomahawk or the Widgeon? Anybody? That's not my area.
Or the what did he say? Widgeon?
Widgeon? I don't know what that is. Is that
Except
like a
kids
definitely
falling
not
off bikes,
even
maybe.
ever heard of
I
that.
could watch kids fall off bikes all day. I don't give a shit about your kid.
Does that answer his question?
I would get a bike. I don't. What's the Widgeon? I don't know that one.
Someone in here should know. At least Kev or somebody.
Kev. Frank. I mean, thank God you said medium rare.
I mean, it's the only correct answer, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Carbon, what's your take?
I'm not paying attention.
How do you like your mushrooms cooked?
Oh, I do like a good mushroom.
Isn't that what they substitute?
In
Is that what you would normally do instead of a steak?
Some cases, you could do a portobello.
I don't really
Portobello,
substitute
that's what I
steaks.
meant.
You don't really what? Sorry.
I don't really substitute steaks.
Wait, what?
Huh?
You eat steak? You don't eat steak.
No, I don't substitute
I'm a
it.
pigeon.
It means I don't need anything to substitute it.
You don't like pan fry a giant mushroom?
Nope. Nope. Not really.
You should try it. It's delicious. It's so good. There's this guy I follow out of the UK. And I can't remember his name, but he's got a business. He sells in grocery stores, Wicked Kitchens, I think it's called, and it's all vegan. And it's all, a large majority of it is mushroom based, and he's got this like mushroom company, and he uses all different things like king oysters and oh god, what's the other one? Anyway, there's one he uses as for his quote unquote steak, and it looks so freaking good, meat eater or not.
I just find them really expensive around here, and it's hard to find anything reasonable. I guess you can get like typical button mushrooms or the what are the cremini tops, but finding like the king oysters and the other ones can be a little bit of a challenge.
It's so hard, yeah. Even honestly, even where I am, it's not easy. We can get king oysters every once in a while, and he uses those for like a quote unquote pulled pork. And it looks so good. And I love mushrooms, so. Look at those fjords out in front of me.
Yeah,
mountains.
I like mushrooms too, but I'm the only one in my household that does.
Well, that makes it really difficult to enjoy mushrooms.
What does your wife do, Super? Does she do the mushroom thing?
Yeah, she's not full vegan. She's pescatarian, so she'll eat fish. So when I do ribs and stuff on the smoker, I'll do salmon or some other type fish. She does love portobello mushrooms though. Like she would eat mushrooms all day, every day if she could. But like Carbon said, like we can't get a large variety of mushrooms here. So it's like portobello or button or cremini. like it doesn't get too fancy.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. J-Dog explained it perfectly. The nice thing about portobello is that they're just bigger. So if you want to fry them up or grill them or whatever, it's, you know, you can eat it with a knife and a fork sort of thing. Yeah, she won't really do the pretend meat so much, but there's a company out of BC that she'll use for her hamburgers, and I can't remember what, I think they're called the Better Butcher or something like that, which is a funny name, but really they just make everything out of beans. They say they butcher beans, which is funny, and they use jackfruit and beans.
No, not this again.
Bean burgers are awesome on their own. Love them with buffalo sauce. Well, I mean, that's not very vegan if you're eating buffalo. I mean, get it together, Wheels. Get it together.
All right, where are we off to next here?
I boo myself.
Doesn't get used nearly enough.
I should have that on my main
Or
page.
the drum roll. Yeah.
I should have that on my main page. I need a Stream Deck like 64. 32 is not enough. Oh, right. I was going to check. What is going on with these alerts? The audio is in there. Did I do...
I forgot to tell you, Carbon, your flight plan did that weird thing again where it goes all the way to the end and then reverses all the way back. So I don't know if that's a setting or something.
It's got to be little nav map. I have no idea.
Okay, no worries.
Let's see, inbound 073. Huh?
Everyone needs a alert. Problem is, I see it play the sound, but it's not playing to
Wrong
us.
like device or something? Channel? I don't know.
Monitor only, mute output, which is the way I want it. But for whatever reason, it's not sending to wavelength. Disable Windows audio ducking? Is that why? You son of a bee. Apply. You son of a... But why?
See you, Maximus. Thanks for following along.
Have a good night.
They call me T-Plane.
See you, Maximus. Why? Why won't you play? File. Settings. Output. Audio. That's not it. Video. Audio. Advanced. General. So strange.
So, Carbon, you got your Christmas shopping done?
I think we actually do have most of it done, yeah. Yeah. Been trying to stay ahead of the game because we figured this year would be a bit of a mess trying to get things ordered and that sort of stuff.
What a legend.
That's a good
Evening,
point. I should probably
everyone.
hurry.
So you should have heard that, but we didn't hear that. Discord didn't hear that, but it should have played on the stream. Should have. Well, he said that before I played it. Yeah, token. Okay, so it does work, but why is it? It's not working. It's not sending the audio to wavelength, which is what we use to hear it. Splasher, you heard Splasher? That is good to know. I don't know. I don't know. Exit wavelength and restart it? Yeah. All right. Let's check for updates.
Little says fuel check.
Fuel!
Oh, good call.
Open automatically at login. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna lose audio here for a second here, guys. Bueller. OBS.
The heck did
Wavelength.
weather radar start working again?
When did what start working again?
Weather radar.
I wonder if I have to put this to...
Interesting. Mordecai says he ordered most of Christmas this weekend, enough that it froze his card. And he had to wait till this morning to call the bank and get the transactions approved.
Nice.
Wow. What a binger. By the way, someone said it in chat a minute ago, but that Widgeon play? What did he call it? Widgeon?
Tower, this is
Also
Ghost
known
Rider
as the
requesting a
Grumman Goose,
flyby.
I think is the message I saw.
Oh, really?
Which, I do know that one. Just never heard it called that before.
Yeah, neither have I. Is it all broken, Super?
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Supa?
Heard that.
All right, gonna go silent here for a second, I think.
Yep.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
That was an awful long bleep.
That's how I feel. Testing. Why? Like, if you close it, close it.
Super, I think your parking brake is on, by the way.
Did he drag himself off the ground with the parking brake on?
No.
That's interesting. What is that enunciator you got there?
Pedo.
Sure.
How are you still getting audio from me? But Wavelink is no longer working in the background. That does not make sense.
Barrow is tree 006. If anyone hasn't updated in a bit.
My parking brake is not on. It's Pedo. Alright, I missed it. I'm going to play it again to try it. Ah, it doesn't work. What the
Tower, this is
fudge?
Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Oh, wait, it is working. Why don't I hear it?
In your face.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, well, heard it on the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, not in Discord.
Monitor only, mute output. Why didn't I hear that? But you heard it on the stream. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Are you though?
Yep.
Wise.
Done. It's really nice. These montañas. Tree 006 on the barrel. Or are we going to go right through there?
Oh yeah, bud.
Nice. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
Hey, squally chum boob. Chum boob.
Come again?
I was so worried about playing the alert that I kind of forgot that someone followed, and I should acknowledge that. Squally, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. This is a group flight. If you want to come fly with us, you are more than welcome. But because you followed, welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Jump in the Discord. Check out the website. All the important information is there. But if you just want to ask questions, feel free. Someone will answer. It won't be me.
Legend.
Heading? 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 Heading?
Is it that bad?
It's a little tighter in here than I thought it was going to be. Hey!
Roger.
Wait. Carbon, did you go into an external view without mentioning anything?
What's their dimension?
What's your dimension? What?
Nothing.
How's that?
Yeah, I think that's what they're looking for.
Don't look over here.
Nothing to see. Nothing to see.
You're in good hands, let's just say that.
Oh, I didn't even see you message in there. Maybe. What's it to you?
I mean, this valley's pretty tight, but man, it looks super cool.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Huh? It's so pretty. Definitely don't fly through there on nav.
Yeah, for sure. Who put these waypoints in here?
What you showing off there, Carbon?
Nothing.
What you doing?
$500.
500. Do I need to climb?
Super, when's the last time you made the young one watch like the original Disney movies?
He will not sit and watch
500.
movies at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, probably very normal, obviously. But...
What did we watch this weekend actually? And he let me keep it on. Oh my God, there were two things.
Cars.
Nope. He does like cars. He won't watch the movie, but he does like cars. Oh my God, what did we watch? Why can't I?
Older? What do I need something to go off of here.
Sorry, I'm trying to think. Was it Netflix? Did we watch something on Netflix? Or was it Disney? We watched Air Bud. He was really excited about the dog. He did watch about 3/4 of it, and then he needed me to change it immediately.
Interesting.
Like
Something offended him?
he would no, he was just over it. Like, I'm done.
Oh.
But the first like 45 minutes, he sat there and just stared at the TV like he couldn't believe what was happening.
You should get like a Saturday morning recording of CBC in 1984 and sit him in front of that.
Oh God.
What is
Watch
that?
every commercial, dumbest shows.
Continue watching. What did we watch? Zootropolis. Zootropolis. So he was into that for a little bit, and then he walked away, and then he came back, and then he walked away, and then he came back.
Like a spin-off of Zootopia? What is that?
Oh wait, what did I say? Zootropolis? Yes, Zootopia is what I meant.
It's a sequel. You guys haven't heard
Yes.
that yet.
Yeah, you guys don't have. No, wait. It says Zootropolis. I'm not kidding.
So is it like one of those like spin-off things? Or is
No.
it a total rip-off?
It was the movie. Wait, what? Is this a Canadian thing?
Wait, do you have a different name than we do? What's happening right now?
You see that? Look at the stream.
I think I got a delay here. Let me
Zootropolis.
Cheap knockoff?
No, it was the movie.
500.
Wait, what? Now I'm confused.
I gotta look that up. What is
Yeah,
that?
if you could look that up, that'd be great. Where am I going? Where is this taking me? I am on heading, not nav. Whoops.
Into a...
All right. Autopilot off. I mean, I'm essentially in the approach right now. You're going to have to tell me what is happening there, Hutch.
500.
I read Zootropolis. You said Zootopia. I was like, yep, that's the right word for it.
No, apparently they quietly changed the name.
What?
In the UK, we decided to change the US title to Zootropolis to merely allow the film to have a unique title that works for UK audiences. Dang it, Kev.
Dang it, Kev. That's weird. Why? What is UK about that?
I don't know. Is there some weird, horrible slang term for Zootopia?
I don't know. It's Zootropolis in UK and Canada. Open up your Disney app, Hutch. I'm assuming you have the Disney app.
Yes.
With your...
Oh, actually, hold on. I gotta land after. I'll do
Nah,
it
landing
after
is... Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got other things to worry about at this point.
Touch and go, yeah?
Yep. Ooh.
Well, what other movies have they ruined now?
Have they ruined?
Kev was watching Paw Patrol with his grandson. I mean, that just sounds like the most wholesome thing I've ever seen you do, Kev.
Yeah, the first Harry Potter did that as well. Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone, yep.
Did it change the name?
Yep.
Weird.
Pull up. Yeah, Clark likes Paw Patrol, but not
My youngest
always.
is on a Winnie the Pooh kick right now.
Is on a what?
Winnie the Pooh kick. Please
Oh,
tell
okay.
me they haven't changed that name.
Yeah, it's Winnie the Paw now. It's Winnie the Dump.
That would actually be hilarious.
That one would be acceptable.
We'll allow it.
Winnie the Doozy of a Toozy.
500.
Ew.
That ain't a pot of honey.
Did you get to order your new phone yet?
Yeah, I still don't have it. I messaged.
But you ordered it though?
Yeah. So I messaged our procurement team or whatever it's called today, just to say like, hey, just looking for an update. Have you heard anything? And I got a pretty short answer back. We do not control shipping. You will be informed when it is shipped. It's like,
AKA, you are the 5,000th
Yeah.
person that's asked today.
yeah.
Go away.
I'm sick
I
of
know how
answering
that
these emails, but I am forced to answer these emails.
Winnie the Duke. Alright, let's get leaned back out here. Not that far leaned out, jeez.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Super's waiting on his new cellular device, Wheels.
Yes.
The Pixel 6 Pro?
Yep.
Or no?
Yeah.
You want Pro? Yeah. Why is my watch hour alarm going off? That's weird. It is a pretty big phone, I will tell you. It was a little bit goofy to get used to.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind a large phone in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
Your son got his the day of release? Yeah, most people did. I have to order through my company, though. And they have to submit the order. And by the time I actually ordered, it was already...
That's what she said.
I don't know, 4 or 5 days into the pre-order, so... And supply chain in Canada right now is not great. One Bad Badger coming in with the follow. Dude, I'm sorry I missed it. I'm not hearing the alerts. Hopefully you guys heard it. I don't know if you did or not.
What a legend.
Nope. Nope, this one is the flyby because it's a follow. But One Bad Badger, thank you for the follow.
Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew! Wow, wow, wow. Bow, 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 bow.
Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Thank you so much. If you do have the sim and you want to come fly with us, you are more than welcome to. This is a group flight every Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Other than this Thursday. This Thursday, we will not be flying. It is update day for SU7 / Game of the Year edition. Everything is going to go fantastic. However... most updates don't happen on flight days, and a lot of people can't get home and update in time to make the flight. Plus, I myself will not be able to get home and update in time likely to make the flight. So, Thursday, we will not be flying the journey or streaming. Although maybe I'll throw up a quick stream and we'll just tour around somewhere if I'm able to get home in time and get updated. Oh, God, I'm not hearing that either. Why am I not hearing that? I see it. Because I'm looking at it, but I'm not hearing it. Why am I not hearing it? What in the world?
No, I can hear the music though. That's weird. I can hear the, the background music.
Yeah.
Can you hear that too?
No.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, now I hear it. What is happening? Wait, I didn't even turn the channel points on. How did you do that?
He's a mod.
Oh, he is a mod. He turned dead stick on only. Every other one is still off.
Slick Rick. You slick.
Did you actually do? Oh my God, I'm almost landing. Pay attention.
You better, because there's not much after this little valley.
I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Yep, I'm dead. How did you do that?
Down and clear.
Oh my God. I remember. He didn't do it. I did it. Somehow.
Amazing.
So at the end of last stream, I turned only dead stick off because we were over water or something. So when I loaded up the streamer bot and I turned all of them off, it actually flipped dead stick on. So it was the only one that was on. Everything else was off.
Toggled?
Like yes, it toggled. So right now dead stick is the only one that is on, or sorry, off. Everything else is on. That's excellent. That is excellent. Carbon, how close were we to something or other? Not really at all.
Yeah.
A little ways off, I think.
4, 7. Not too far. Okay, maybe a little far. Do you mind doing one for ENSD? I'm going to take the time to let you guys fly, and I'm going to go use the facilities.
ENS.
Roger.
ENST is our next one, which is in like, I don't know, 20 miles, give or take. I lied, like 25 miles. That's hilarious. So did I do something?
That's what it's supposed to go for.
It should be over.
Negative. Still hear it.
You do still hear it.
Correct.
You don't anymore.
Also correct.
And now why didn't you hear the dead stick audio? There's something funny going on with OBS to Wavelink. All right. Well, it's just going to have to be tonight that we deal with the nonsense. And I'll have to try and find a fix. Thanks, Carbon.
You're welcome.
You're a good fella.
Don't listen to what Jer says about you.
I never listen to what Jer says.
Today he says he's wants to get Forza now. I don't think he knows what he wants anymore.
He wants it all. What time do you got?
10:50-ish.
10:50-ish.
We're not too far out from November Sierra Delta.
Yeah, you shouldn't be too far.
Oh, turbulence. Yikes.
Okay, I am going to go use the facilities. Now all we hear is ABBA. No, not possible. If you do wheels, you might want to go see a doctor. All I hear is ABBA all the time. Okay, I'm going to go tinkle. Carbon, the show's yours.
Nope. Turn it off. I'm done. See ya.
Kev, are you seriously working on an aircraft carrier? I just saw this in screenshots.
What's Kev doing?
Looks like he's working on an aircraft carrier. Scenery, I'm guessing, is what this is. I don't even know what they call these.
Does he even sleep?
Probably not. I mean, we've seen what he's built so far, so. Highly questionable. Ouch.
Oh, it feels like I'm going to fly into this mountain.
Do not do that then. Project with SBF and Deluxe. Carrier launches, landings, etc. Whoa, that's
Nice.
cool.
Fun. Is that an older
And-
style carrier, or is it?
Yeah, let's see. I think it is.
Like the Corsair and that sort of thing?
Looks like one of the older ones.
Spitfire.
USS Enterprise. Interesting. Anything you're looking forward to the most for this next update, Carbon?
I was telling people earlier, I really don't know what's going on in it. I haven't paid attention to it at all.
Hmm.
So it's all going to be a surprise to me.
I did watch the dev Q&A. I guess it would have been almost a month ago. They talked a little bit about some of the stuff. Obviously, they spent most of the time talking about Reno air races, which is what they should talk about. It's a big part of it, for sure. Yeah, this is the first iteration of like DirectX 12 that'll be put into the game. You can turn it on in the dev tools. And then I think as they get more comfortable with it, they'll make it a main option.
So do you have to have dev mode on in order to run it?
I'm guessing the way they described it, maybe someone in the chat can clarify, but they just said it will be available in the dev tools, whatever that means.
Oh. I guess that means they'll have the opportunity to kind of put in some RTX stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see anything crazy different as far as what I understand.
Yeah, not right now, but I think down the road it gives them the opportunity to add it.
Does that also let them spread more things across more CPU cores?
Probably.
Or am I thinking of something else? I might be.
I would think that would be part of it, wouldn't it?
They did demo the races and all that stuff, which looks pretty cool if you're into that. And then they said a lot of the tools that they used to make the Reno air races, they'll make available to developers over time.
Oh,
So
cool.
they'll be able to make custom stuff, which I think is probably the most exciting thing, just because we see what devs do with the little tools they have right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They talked about weather, which I think is probably the biggest thing we'll see, and then maybe some lake turbulence stuff.
So the weather's just supposed to be more accurate, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they're doing something with blended METAR and something else, or I can't remember the exact details, but it sounded like it should be a lot more accurate, and especially more accurate to the time, the way he described it.
Yeah, because you'd have the METAR data, which would be within that radius of the airport, and then if they blended that with the forecast data for the area, it's going to look really good. That'll be fun.
There's some new guy that was on the dev video this time. He had some crazy Harry Potter looking glasses that I couldn't stop staring at. But he said from what they've changed, like there's times right now in the current state of the sim where the live weather can be up to like 6 hours behind, I think is what he said.
Oh, see, that's
so they're hoping to be able to get rid of that with some of this.
That'll be good.
Did everyone just skip and go to the field, or is these all the people that crashed? There's a lot of people up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Super Wheels. I mean, Nargle and I are just coming in. He's a little bit ahead of me. But it looks like there's a couple other names down there. Cut the corner over this last hill, and it is quite turbulent.
Oh, they're also doing introducing mock, aren't they?
Yeah, the F-18, is that the one they're putting in? I think it is. It's supposed to do like Mach 1.6 or 1.8, one of the two.
Cool.
It's supposed to have the sound effects, not if you're in the plane, but or something like that.
Oh,
again, I was only like half paying attention.
So you probably be able to hear sonic booms from the ground. That'll be kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then the replay tool. The first draft of the replay tool, I believe, goes in the end of the year edition.
Dev mode? Only
I don't know about that one. I don't remember exactly what he said on that part. Just that it was in there and it was somewhat basic, but it's the tool that the social media team's been using for a lot of their videos that they put up.
Nice.
Oh, Kev says it is in dev mode. There you go. Oh, crazy crosswinds at the field. What in the world? 28 knot straight crosswind.
Oh, really? Awesome. Getting 14 on the tail. I'm still probably like 6 miles out, I think.
I'm pretty sure I just wing struck right there. So be careful. It's weird, I didn't feel the crosswind until real short final, so be advised. I guess we'll just full stop here, yeah, until so Super can get back. Or you want to take off? Kind of want to watch everyone try to stick this landing, or
Yeah, we'll do full. We'll just regroup and
okay.
we can get going.
Oh my gosh, stop it! I'm still almost getting blown over just taxiing.
I think I still see just your GNS view or whatever.
Let me try switching back. I just put that one up because it's not as hard to watch as the other one.
Oh, there's an airport. Oof. Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Feel it
raw
already right there. Yeah.
just around the corner.
Yeah, see, I cut the corner and the wind wasn't as bad up there, and then when you got lower, it just kicked up real good.
I think I'll try a no flap landing on this one.
Probably very advisable.
Hello.
Yo.
Oh, hey.
I'm back.
You didn't warn us about this hurricane force wind at this field.
When I loaded in, I did not hear this wind. As soon as I put my headphones on, I was like, oh, that sounds windy.
30 knot straight crosswind on the landing.
Go around.
Should be a spectacle here.
Wait it out.
See you, Kev.
Have a good night, Kev.
Oh, take care.
See you in a few minutes. Probably.
Dooby doo.
23
Alright.
knots.
Looks like Carbon's #1 for landing.
Carbon, what's your fuel? We'll say it's 69.60.
Well, might be a little fast for this one.
I just want to tell you both.
Ground effect.
Good luck.
Ground
We're all
effect.
counting
Ground
on it.
effect.
Gonna go around on that one.
Going around. You gonna give it another one?
Are we full
Yep.
stopping or just TNG in?
We full stop to buy you a little bit more time and then laugh at these landings. 'Cause they're
The wind
hilarious.
is just blowing me around on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Holy crap.
It's real bad.
Oh my god.
Trying to stop on the rollout was next to impossible.
Yeah.
It was like trying to tip me over. Here comes the wolf. Trying to crab it. Oh, he's floating.
Yeah, that's some low-level shear right there. Holy cow! I'm at
Oh, ground effects for wolf. Force it down.
950 feet and it's only 15 knots.
Big bounce. Oh, save it.
Oh god. Full left rudder. Full left rudder.
He just power slid it off the runway. That was awesome.
Oh
Alright, looks
god.
like Carbon's coming around and Scarface is catching up, and then we can probably take off.
I'm gone.
Yeah, nothing to see here. You guys can go.
I didn't know you could ground loop the NX. As Carbon Spark has just said.
All right, we'll try a notch or flap.
1 notch, you said?
1 notch, yeah.
Roger.
Excuse me.
Minnesota Rich here in the 747, practicing for next time. There's the slide, slide, slide.
Look at it just blow you off the runway. Oh
Holy cannoli. That would have been death right there.
Whoa, where are you going?
Off the runway.
Dude, that's the thing, like, the worst part is trying to stop completely. It just doesn't let you.
Squally, what are you in?
Tomcat, it says.
Tomcat or Tomahawk?
Tomcat.
Interesting.
F-14, I'm guessing? Alright, I'm going to take off into the wind, just because it's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's a good point.
To the south, right?
What am I climbing to?
Right.
41. Who set that?
Full flap.
Into the south, right, Carbon? That was the direction?
Airborne.
That was ridiculous. You just took off and cleared me, who was like 10 feet in front of you.
Oh, that was fun.
And that was a helicopter takeoff.
You still look
That
like you're
was
helicoptering on my screen.
You should try that. That was awesome.
Seriously, you look like you're going straight up and not moving forward.
I barely cleared the hill. Carbon, like a plane this light with winds this heavy, would you have to be careful with how much you're banking? That you just get barrel rolled?
You wouldn't even fly in this.
Yeah, that's good.
Because the plane would, it would be uncontrollable, I think.
Yeah.
You'd really be taking a huge risk.
Well, isn't the
That's
NX,
fair.
or sorry, the XCub like 11 knot crosswind? Is it do not land?
13, I think? 13?
Is it 13?
I think it's 13. But yeah, we were landing, what, was it 28 or 30, something like that?
Yeah, more than double.
A big no-no.
Nope, not what I wanted. Oh boy.
I'm almost tempted to stay down on the water and get pushed. Yeah, J-Dog, taking off with good, strong headwinds in this thing is a lot of fun. Well, what am I gonna do in here? You know what? We can probably cut the corner on these waypoints.
You want to just go straight to 24 then?
For people with the full flight plan, I think it's waypoint 30.
Sorry.
But yeah, the one over top of Nordfjorder,
You're the Muppet Chef. Nerded, fjorded, nerded.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright, yep. Gotcha.
30. Activate leg. There we go.
I have carbon prop in sight. Guns hot. Oh man. I'm gonna have to climb this mountain just barely with this freaking tailwind. This is why you chose this, isn't it? My airplane. I'm not going straight over the top of that. Thing's gonna make me do a front flip. You still using the Google Maps mod, Carbon?
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna use it as long as it works, probably.
Might as well, yeah. Enjoy it while it lasts.
There we go. Give it some gas before I fall out of the sky.
Dropping into the bowl.
Let's see how the fuel is doing here. Left tank.
My goodness. Thanks. That air is just tumbling off that ridge. Scary.
Oh yeah, we're actually getting pretty darn close. Go to Hobden, and then make our way to Ellison.
What a cool little place this is. We're right above here, Carmen. Tucked down in that valley.
Yeah, I'd live there.
Can't be mad at it, huh? I think you got mail there, Super.
You've got mail.
Is he alive? He's not blinking.
Sorry. What? Sorry. I zoned out. I'm sorry. I was watching something and I wasn't paying attention. I'm still here.
Ron, are you paying attention? No.
I'm still here,
Concerns
sort of,
all.
kind of.
We've just received 2 gifted subs, sir.
What? Oh my god, we have. What? I mean, you guys can call it out. Oh god. All right, wheels. Oh god, that was on the big screen too. Whoops.
He literally
I've been doing this for a year and a half. Wheels 7185 coming in with 2 gifted subs. Dude, you're the man. Sparrow looks up and Charlie Fox 00 getting the gifted subs. Wheels, thank you so much for your continued support of the journey, of the community, of the channel.
Polly Chumboob is just having too much fun in that jet, flying through all this.
Of the legends.
Charlie's on with us, is he?
I don't think Charlie's on right now, but he got a gifted sub. I think he is flying tonight, though, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw
He is, yep.
something about him flying. Yeah, so we'll go and raid Charles in charge after the flight tonight.
Right on.
Charles in charge. Let's go down to 500.
500. Oh, I should have checked the barrel recently.
Going on?
2998 barrel change.
They're flying Vertigos. Tonight, they're flying Vertigos? I know he was doing that the other night, and it actually looked like a ton of fun.
That guy. What a guy. Sounds like he's going to be getting into the 3D printer game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Time suck.
What was that?
Time suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first? Do you remember the first few things you printed? I just feel like if I got one, I'd print the stupidest things ever.
I think some of the random ones that were on the card that came with my first printer was like a little cat. It was like one of those Asian cats with its paws up, like an ornamental sort of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd just be printing the dumbest things ever and then run out of filament. And then
I really try not to. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, but man, I'd have so many stupid trinkets everywhere. I'm just like, I can't do it.
Give them out at Halloween.
Here, have a jump.
Oh, they're doing last week's and tonight's flight back to back. Nice. It makes sense to why they're flying the Vertigos then. Play quick catch up.
Oh, they're flying back. Oh man.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good luck.
These last few haven't been terribly long though. Might not be terrible. If you're in a little bit quicker bird. Turbulence through here is quite something though.
It's a little bumpy.
Oh, there goes Squally Chumboob again. Just have to acknowledge that every time.
Squally Chumboob.
I mean, you guys that fly the fighter jets, do you just go intercept airliners all day long? Because I feel like that's all I would do. Look at me!
You look at me while I try to shoot you down.
Practice intercepts.
There with some sort of like laser tag mode, where you could outfit your aircraft with a gun, and you don't have to explode or anything, but you take people out.
You could like have the planes all have the same color smoke, and then if they get hit, their smoke color changes or something. Then everyone knows.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Paintball fight XCubs. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Whoa.
You guys still there? Hello? Bueller? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you guys in the chat hear me? Oh, no. Yes? Okay, you guys can hear me, but Discord can't. Did my Discord seriously just reset itself? It's done this twice. What? Nope. I hear you again. I hear you again.
Gotcha.
That was weird. That was weird. It's so pretty around here.
Alright, we got a 23 knot wind at a 194 coming up to this airport.
You guys
Not
are
ideal.
at the airport already?
Just about, yeah.
Or so we should come around for the other strip then, eh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go downwind for
Oh, you guys
Austin.
You guys cut the corner the last one, didn't you?
Like a while ago. Where
Yeah, I
you
didn't.
were zoned
I was
out.
already kind of all the way around the corner. So I flew an extra 11 miles. All right. Got it. Got it. Well, you know.
Oh, all right.
Building site going downwind, right downwind.
Roger.
Very well lit too. Looks like Wills is going in on the downwind. With the tailwind, I mean.
Yeah, I guess right downwind probably is the best bet, eh? Less.
There doesn't look to be too many great options. There's hills everywhere.
I might be cutting you off. I don't know.
See ya.
Oh yeah, kind of am. Well, at least most of the headwind will be taken care of anyway. There's some coming off that hill to our right.
Alright, turning right base for the runway. Whatever number. Wait, what is that, Wolf? There's an actual thing like that out by Vegas. I think you take small trainers out and dogfight with lasers and smoke cartridges.
Fun.
Obviously, there's a pilot riding along with you. Huh. Sounds very expensive,
I think I've
also.
heard that before. I remember seeing it, maybe like a short documentary on it or something. It's a segment on a TV show or something like that.
So do they just like fly you to an area and then let you take controls? Make sure you don't die?
I think so. Yep.
Fly you to the moon.
Touch and go, yeah. As carbon takes off. Yeah. Much nicer landing into a straight headwind. Except when you don't land. Okay, come on.
What kind of waypoint did I give us on this next one? Don't follow this next waypoint. Maybe go around the big hill.
Oh, is it going right over the top of it?
Yeah.
Accident. Quotes. Super, you're not heading mode yet?
Nope.
Just in case?
Nope.
Roger.
I know what I'm doing. Ish.
See that tall mountain to the left of us that's like in the clouds? That thing looks insane. It's probably slightly behind you now.
Oh, right up there, yeah.
That looks incredible with the clouds like that.
Let's see, I'm just gonna keep flying down here, take a left turn up to the next fjord. Jeepers, we're already on our way to the last one?
To where, sorry?
To Allison.
Whoa. Is that pretty close to the end then?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a distance, probably like 25, 30, 35, 40 miles, something like that. And it's out on the coast, so I bet you it's going to be windy. And I'm getting blown into the rocks.
Is 1500 high enough right there? Where you're at?
I'm doing 1,000 right now, and I think it's just going to skim the top.
Okay.
Just in that little saddle.
Roger
Super,
that.
where are you going?
You took a mega shortcut to catch up.
I wanted to catch up. I may or may not have skipped the last airports. Back on track. Really nice valley through here.
I think this would be a really good spot for us to have another like backcountry flight.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say float playground.
That
for
would
sure.
be fun too. Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
been a ton of these little
Lots
ponds
of
that would be kind of challenging to get
okay.
in and out of.
Lots of little lakes.
Pretty good wind right there.
Yeah.
I saw you bounce, kind of.
Minnesota.
Whole reliable, huh? What a cool valley.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Tower, this is
And there's
Ghost
like a
Rider
little
requesting a
town
flyby.
down here, it looks like, at the edge of the water.
And the Tomcat, that would be our favorite name of the day that I just forgot. Squally Chumboob.
Squally Chumboob.
Not sure what the etymology of that name is, but we'll hopefully find out one day.
It's kind of nice out here, you know?
Yeah, it sure is.
Victor Von Doom. Oh boy. Everybody be on your best behaviors. Victor Von Doom. Dude, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate you jumping into the stream. If you want to come and fly with us, you are more than welcome if you've got the sim. But if you don't, either way, play it. Why? Oh, God.
Welcome to
There
the
it is.
Legends Ground Crew.
F is for fail. Welcome to the Legends Ground Crew. Thank you so much for the support of the channel. Flying on in, pun intended, and hitting that follow button. Like I said, if you do want to jump in and fly with us, you are more than welcome. As you can see, it's a bit of a group flight. We do this every Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, except for this upcoming Thursday because it is Sim Update Day, and it's going to go amazingly, but I'm busy. So,
Oh, we did say no flight Thursday then?
no flight for sure on Thursday, yeah.
No official flight.
Whoa,
unless,
squally.
this would
Roger
be
that.
something random.
Let's run around somewhere.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
that's a good crosswind there. Pretty nice crab going on. Yeah, definitely no flag. I just don't know if I'm going to get home in time myself to do the full update and get set up and prepared and all that fun stuff. So,
Yeah, no reason to make
Nope.
it a mad scramble.
no, and even though it's going to go just perfectly and there's going to be no issues, it's just not worth the rush and hassle, you know? Squally is down. Chumboob. Or just lagging. It's hard to
Just
say.
laying it on thick, huh?
All right, no, he's just lagging. He might be going too fast for my sim.
Well, he's gone past me a couple times and it's like skipped.
Yeah, that's what he was
I don't
just
know if
doing
he's,
below
like,
me there.
slewing or what. Quite strange. Man, geez. What do you call this? What's like? Is this like a river that we're over, or is this a lake?
River is a lake?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's pretty incredible looking. I feel like we're kind of in up northern BC area, sort of.
Hutch's sim looks like a terrible version of stop motion animation.
It's an artistic filter that I've applied for the evening against my desire. I'm gonna go off heading mode before I forget right now.
Whoa. All right. Let's come on down. Nope, that's the one.
Girl says big white caps down below.
Yeah, it's a little windy through some of those spots.
Roger that. Let's check the barrel. Oh, 2994. It's been dropping like crazy. This feels like one of those places where you want to come to like get away from the world for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm. Reset your life.
Like one of those Hallmark movies where you maybe don't leave.
Yes. This is where Stella got her groove back.
Right.
Well, they got roads everywhere along these fjords. This would be awesome to just drive along for weeks.
That are terrifying.
Right.
One or the other.
Depends on the weather, I guess.
Boom, 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 ba-diddly-diddly-diddly-doo-doo.
Carbon, you shush.
You're the worst.
What do you do now that that's done?
Yeah, how's the stick? And you're making a panel too, are you not?
Yeah, I think he's doing a whole deal.
Carbon prop. Did you take a look at his file and how much would it cost me to get one from you?
How does that know where this is going?
How much of my time do you want to take up?
All of it, as much as possible. I mean, all you got to do is hit print and then walk away for 15 hours at a time, right?
I mean, I could do all the prints if you wanted to assemble.
Oh,
See, what had happened was...
I mean, that doesn't sound like what I want.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the hardware would be super expensive. The Arduino isn't a pricey piece at all. The 3D printing is time consuming but not expensive. You just have to get a lot of nuts and bolts.
I'm really hearing that you want to build me one.
Oh yeah?
And that it doesn't sound like it'd be that difficult or expensive. That's what I'm hearing.
It's not about the expense or the difficulty. It's about the time.
I'm still hearing that you want to do this. I haven't heard anything that would say otherwise.
I don't even know if I want to do it for me.
Does he want to build two? I mean, the answer is obviously yes.
I'll have a look at it and see what's involved with it. I had a really quick peek at the parts list, and yeah, it doesn't look terrible.
From someone who's never done anything 3D printing wise, it looks like the most complicated thing in the world. And Hutch, I think you said it as well. Like, I thought 3D printers were thousands of dollars.
They can be.
When I saw that cost.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a few $100. Like, why don't I have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're okay with like tinkering with the hardware a bit, making some of your own little upgrades, it's much more cost effective to do that on your own. To buy something less expensive. You can spend thousands of dollars really easily, but who wants to do that?
We should just go meet Jer at his makerspace and have him print the stuff for us.
Sure.
Jer, you have a 20-hour shift coming up, right?
You haven't slept in a month. You can print this, right?
He's fine. Let's be honest.
You guys.
Liz is doing all the work anyway at this point.
The ILS frequency for this runway is 111.95 if you want it.
Yeah, Viz took a massive nosedive. Can still sort of see I'm at a 900. There is a 24 knot crosswind, which should turn into a tailwind for runway 06. Yeah. You're going to want to go in 24 here, folks.
Is this the last?
This is the last one. I didn't realize we were already here.
Yeah. Oh, holy crap.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not disliking these shorter flights. That extra 30 minutes is...
It's working well.
Yeah.
What was runway heading?
0624.
Yeah.
24, Roger.
You're definitely gonna want to go in 24.
Roger.
It's real windy.
Yeah, and if anybody needs the plate for it, it's in the Discord under the journey.
The iCal for this place?
ENAL.
Man. A dyslexic person would have just a nightmare with this one. ENAL and Vigra. Cool. SJ, what's going on?
500.
Whoa, my ground speed just magically went to 160. I took that turn and it just shot me. Autopilot off. Not too bad, SJ. Been a while. Good to see you.
Viagra anal ground. This is Charlie Golf Sierra Kilo Mike Cup Crafters party of 48 to 60. Entering downwind for runway 24. Full stop. Requesting entry.
Whoa,
I don't
God.
know what's happened. It's all gone wrong.
Gorilla, I'm dyslexic, so I read Viagra. Viagra anal. Vigra, ENAL.
Back down here.
All right. Where are we here? Let's go.
Vector myself to
Let's get a
the
flap
final
in. Oh God, starting to hover. What is this wind? It's only 19.
You said 111.95?
Yep, 111.95.
Roger, thank you.
Ooh, it's getting rocky. So quiet.
Down.
Looking up the chart here.
You made it?
And clear.
Alright, so final approach fix Zudru at 3,000 feet. That's not good. 111.95 PGR.
Down and clear.
This is not proper technique for an ILS at all.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Or me? Oh, what are you doing?
Kind of
Why
doing
do you say
whatever I
that?
want.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. I loaded the full ILS just using the approaches in the Garmin, and it did like 60% okay with it, I'd say.
Holy cow, that is a lot of wind.
Waiting for the squad to come in.
Have either of you flown the 208 in a while?
No.
Nope.
Oh God, Carbon.
Oh.
You're supposed to remind me way before the end of the flight. Let me see. Let me see what I can do.
I think Hutch did like a few hours ago.
Really?
To be fair.
Oh God, you did. 5:54. Well,
I could see this coming a mile away.
well. Let's see. Complete.
Please turn airplane.
Custom.
Thank you.
Yeah. Giveaway settings. Edit. Number that. 3 minutes. Yeah. Realize one of a kind. Duke. Yeah, Carbon, we might be able to do it.
Cool, man. Getting a little slow.
Coming on in, flying on in. Put it down in front of my camera. My head is huge. It's back to normal. Look at the float. Woo! Not bad, J-Dog. I think that was J-Dog. What was I gonna do? This right here, this right here.
Carmen, did I see there's a Q400 out now, not the freeware one?
I have no idea.
All right, folks, as you come in, we're doing a giveaway. I mentioned it last week, and I forgot, so we're doing it tonight. We are giving away a personalized... No, we're giving away 2 winter hats. We're giving away 2 winter hats. So I think I'm going to have to run this twice. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. I may have to run it twice, but we'll see. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Yeah, Captain, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I should be able to just run one and then pick two names. Pick one and then I should be able to choose pick again. I've never actually done it that way, but I should be able to. We'll see. We'll see. But we'll run it. We're going to do 2 winter hats. Yeah. Oh. Low and slow. You love to see it. All right, the remaining few guys, if you could just go full throttle and land at full speed, please, that'd be great. Bring it on down to ENAL. Look at this. Look at you guys using that wind. Well, except for you, Squally. You're just 100 million miles. Is a winter hat a toque? It is. I think. Carbon, is it a toque we're giving away?
Yeah.
Or is it a different type of winter hat?
I think it's a toque.
Okay, we're giving away a toque. 2 of them. Oh God, I'm gonna have to. Okay. Oh boy. Studio mode. Yeah, I'll make it work. Browser. Okay. Where is it?
I should actually check because they've got beanies and they've got other stuff on here, don't they? Let me check. Where? Well, they call them beanies. There's a few different styles on here. I'll make sure that whoever wins gets what they're looking for.
Yep, that's not gonna work. So let's go with this and window capture. Window capture. Okay. Where are you? So many windows. Streamlabs. No labels. Frig. Hey! Okay. Okay, we're gonna be good.
Hutch, are you still up there doing an approach?
Yeah, I'm on. I finally got lobe captured.
Okay.
It's not having fun with this 34 knot wind. Definitely don't wait for me.
Well, that wasn't the right the right thing. Sorry, Carbon. Hey-o. Alright, we're gonna do the giveaway here. Hutch is taking forever. I'm not gonna wait for Hutch. So let's do this. We're gonna do the giveaway, folks. Oh God. Ugh, I'm a blurry big head. Bah. Carbon, lift your head. Lift it real high. Alright. It's over.
Too late.
It's over. You missed it. You missed it. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to give away the hat. Hats, plural. So keep an eye on the chat. If you haven't done this before, it's going to tell you what you need to type into the chat in order to get entered into the giveaway. And I will bring it up on screen, hopefully. And yeah, you've only got 3 minutes to enter, so make sure you enter as quickly as possible. You must be a follower. Let's do this. Let's see if it works.
They call me T-Plane.
Rigged. You guys. Exclamation point BLL, folks. And I will do my best to paste that. There we go. So you should be able to see this loading up. Yes, you are. Love it. Love it when it comes together. Now the question is, If I do this, do you guys still see it? Folks, you'll notice that some folks only have one ticket, others have two. If you have one, you're a follower. If you have two, you're a subscriber. Just easy answer there for you. Hopefully, can you guys still see this on the stream?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm just in a different screen, so I can't see it, but that's okay. If you have 0, type BLL. That's right, Gorilla. If you do not see your name in the list, it means you are not entered. So make sure that you get your name in there.
And you guys all know by now, just contact me through Discord, and I will get you set up. And it looks like they have lots of different beanies and lots of different colors, so we'll make something work, whatever you like.
There you go. So we're going to give away 2. Make sure you contact Carbon, and you can work on a little bit of customization with them. Pretty standard stuff, though. Put in a logo, pick a color. Carbon builds it and sends it to you. Places the order. It takes a bit for them to make it and then send it to you, but you will get your BLL took. All right, 56 seconds, minute. Make sure you get in. Look at all these sexy aircrafts. Look at all these sexy aircrafts.
What a landing. Holy cow.
And then obviously stick around. We're going to go say hi to Charlie after this. I feel like I'm not seeing quite a few folks here, but that's okay. That's okay. Winter is long. 20 seconds here, folks. 20 seconds. Squally Chumboob. His first ever message in the chat is exclamation point BLL. But he's been flying with us all night and scaring us all night. All right, folks, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We'll wait for this to finalize. And I will pick le winner. Entry is closed. There we go. I am able to pick a winner. So our first winner of a winter hat is NBug54. Congratulations. Make sure you reach out to Carbon in Discord. Gonna hit OK. Congrats, congrats, congrats. NBug54 has won some winter hat. Love it. You gotta love the coding on that. Perfect. All right, I think if I pick another winner here so I don't have to run it again, this will be the second person. Fingers crossed. But NBug, congrats on being our first winner. And our second winner is Chunky Flyer. Congratulations. I'm super happy to know that this works, and it's way easier to do 2 giveaways this way rather than running it twice. So NBug, congrats. Chunky Flyer, congrats. Make sure you get in touch with Carbon in Discord, and he will work it out with you from there. Let's make sure we go into here. There we go, guys, and that's going to be it for us this evening. Thank you so much. Sticky Fish, I see you landing there. I'm not sure if you've been flying with us the whole time or if you're new, but it's good to see you in the sim with us. Thank you very much. If you did fly with us, you may not even be watching and just saw us in the sim. And that's okay. But either way, guys, folks, girls, ladies, men, whatever, who's following along, great flight tonight. Remember, we will not be flying on Thursday. We will see you back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure there'll be lots of chatter about the update in Discord starting Thursday and throughout the weekend. If you need any help, assistance, make sure you do reach out in the Discord. There'll be lots of people providing assistance for what's going to be just a perfect launch, right? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Either way, Cub Crafters, best tugs, thank you so much. And to everyone who flew with us, thank you so much. It's crazy out there. Remember to stop and look around. And as always, folks, enjoy the journey. Peace.
Bye.